Hi there, Leo. Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This is your monthly reading for June 2019. So, Leo, what we have here in the spread is we have a theme or overarching energy for your month of June drawn from the Major Arcana. We'll reveal that shortly. We have one card for each week of the month of June from the Rider Tarot deck with its clarifiers from Star Child Tarot deck. We have two cards for love and romance here, and we have two cards for job, business, and career. So let's go ahead and reveal your theme energy for the month of June 2019. You have Temperance. So Leo, Temperance. Definitely a sense of healing required this month, of rebalancing. I feel like you're going through a period where you're finding yourself. Temperance is all about, taking that time to heal and restore and rebalance, to come back into your energy center. I really feel like you're going through a period where you've been searching and you're now sort of moving back into your power. It's sort of through that time out that you've taken to search that you've gained some kind of insights that you needed to work out which way to move forward in your life. I really feel that that's what's been on your mind for the last months to come. It's often, it's possible that you've been weighing up different options and now you're really sort of thinking about how you can move forward with that. But you're doing that from a place of calm, a place of balance, a place where you're in your energetic center. That's what Temperance is asking you to do this month. So kicking off the month here, guys, with the Fool, again, reinforcing that sense of wanting to find yourself, of wanting to open a new chapter in your life and set forth on a journey, taking a leap of faith into this new chapter and trusting the journey, even though you might not know what the final destination is at this stage, of trusting your instincts, of leaving the past behind, leaving baggage behind and only taking with you the essential belongings that will guide you and will support you in your new journey. So guys, we have the Fool energy here crossed with the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is that sense of withdrawing from a situation, from leaving it behind, from wanting to move on. And there can be a sense of disappointment about it. So it might not necessarily be that you really wanted to move on from the situation, but you're sort of feeling a little bit regretful and that, it really is time for you to move on. You might have to cut your losses, leave the baggage behind and move on with just the items that serve you. The Fool is also about tapping back into your rebel heart, coming back into your center, coming back into your truth. Maybe you were in a situation that you felt kind of clipped your wings or just didn't bring you full happiness. It's like you always felt like one of the cups was missing and you've been seeking that. You've been going inwards and asking, where is that missing cup? What can I do to bring that into my life? Is it a greater sense of love? Or is it just needing to reconnect with my inner voice and my inner self? Maybe the situation just wasn't lined up for you. Either way, I feel like the first week of the month, you're really contemplating moving on from a situation and starting a new chapter. So let's see what happens in week 2 here. So underneath the Two of Wands, we have a few other cards because they all came out together. Really sort of continues on pretty nicely from what we were just saying. So the Two of Wands is, it's really about looking forward to the future and sort of planning and projecting and thinking about what you want for your life. So I really think with the cards here, you're really wanting to build a sense of happiness. You really want to build a new future, a future where, you have love and friendship and family, abundance, and you're willing to put in the hard work. You're willing to take the time it will take to build this, to invest in it. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles here. It's all about building towards something, and Pentacle energy is quite slow moving as well. So I feel like you either have been in a situation where you've been investing the time to build something, but now you are questioning it. You're questioning whether to move on to your next chapter. And you're also thinking, well, what would it take to build the future that I do want? A future that will give me, 8 out of 8 cups, not 7 out of 8 cups. You don't want a future with one piece missing. You don't want a jigsaw puzzle that you get to the end and there's just those 1 or 2 pieces that are missing and you can't complete your picture. So you have this sense of loss all the time, a sense of grief. The Two of Wands asks you whether you're going to step beyond your comfort zone to make this happen. You've been looking out towards that fertile pasture. You've been wondering if the grass is greener. You've been wondering whether you need to take the step over the edge and be like the fool, even though you don't know where you're going, to trust it, move beyond the comfort of your castle. But you can see in the Two of Wands here, he's got one wand tethered to the side of the castle. He's got one hand on the other. So we've got the wand of the future and the wand of the past. And he's sort of deciding, well, which way should I go? It's like having one foot out and one foot in and not being fully committed to the sense of action that you're going to take to move forward. So you're really still in that contemplating zone. You've got the strong full energy here that wants you to move forward, but I think you're still considering it. You're still considering what will it take for you to build this Four of Wands dream that you've been asking for. And we've got that clarified with the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is all about success and victory. So you're really wanting, that victorious, harmonious life. And I think you're willing to do what it takes, especially under that Eight of Pentacles there. You're really wanting to build towards a really beautiful and harmonious future. But I feel like there's some things for you to resolve first. And that's what we're sort of seeing here unfolding towards the end of June. So here in the third week, we've got the Seven of Wands clarified with the Lovers. So as we know, the Lovers is, the biggest card of matters of the heart. And the Seven of Wands is the sense of challenge or competition. So I really think that you're feeling challenged around matters of the heart. So whether that's in a relationship that you have a lot of conflict or strife in, or whether it's matters of the heart of, really wondering what it is that's going to fulfill you, what's going to make you happy, and wondering how to move towards that. We've got the character here who's got all these, wands being sort of drawn on him, and, he's almost like he's a bit stuck. He needs to call for help. It's too much for him on his own. I think he's feeling overwhelmed by that. I think you've been feeling overwhelmed by your matters of the heart. There's been a bit of a sense of battle for you, and you've really had to be resilient and you've had to persist with it. So yeah, I think that matters of the heart, potentially relationships, have been challenging for you, and that's what you've been contemplating and wondering whether you're going to move on from. And when we get to your relationship cards here, I think that's it's very well indicated there as well. So towards the end of June here, we've got the Five of Crystals and the Eight of Wands. So again, the Five of Crystals, that's equivalent to the Five of Pentacles in the Rider Tarot deck. It talks about a sense of isolation, being left with no backup, feeling like you're on your own, being out in the cold, isolated, lonely, withdrawn, not having any sense of love around you, definitely sort of in that missing cup energy. So I think this is the thing that you want to move on from. You've got the seed of potential there, but it looks like in June, you're hanging in there, you're persevering, and you're sort of still in that energy. We've got the Eight of Wands here, so it's likely there could be a message coming in that might shift things for you, a bit of divine intervention to shake it up. The Eight of Wands does talk about that divinity, so there could be some kind of communication that comes in to start shifting things for you, because you really want to step out of this Five of Crystals energy and come back into a sense of warm refuge. In the Rider version of this card, there's a beautiful church in the background, all illuminated, and it's like, you know that you could pop into that refuge and get everything you need, but you are actually choosing to be out in the cold. You're choosing to be in this sort of, cold stone building when you could be out here in the starlight. So there is that sense that you are choosing this. But I think it's time to, heal yourself from that and make a choice as to what you want for your future. So in your love and romance cards this month, guys, yeah, we do have a sense of conflict here with the Five of Wands. So some kind of strife or conflict going on in matters of the heart. So I think that's, the energy that we've just seen. I do think it, it's relating to your relationships. They don't necessarily have to be romantic relationships. Relationships can be business partnerships, close friendships, family members, that sort of thing. But with that Three of Swords energy, you are in, your heart is aching over this. There is that feeling of heartache, that feeling of grief. So I really feel like a decision needs to be made to, change things, to end this grief, or to even end the relationship. Or maybe if you just move back into your, your rebel heart energy, align with yourself, you may have the opportunity to turn things around and ask yourself if you're being fully authentic in your relationships as well. Okay, job, career, business cards, guys. Now this is looking very positive for you. Again, we have Temperance showing up, and I think that's just hooking into that healing energy. If you're going through personal matters of the heart, it's unlikely that happens without impacting other areas of your life, like your job, your business. So I think Temperance is asking you to, again, to heal and restore, to take the time out you need so that, you can go ahead into all areas of your life with full energy again. So you might need to take some time out towards the end of June just to get some healing, some energy healing, to meditate, so that you can nurture, other areas of your life as well and not let other conflict seep in. But your work cards here, guys, are looking extremely positive. So we have the World card. Could indicate a couple of things here. So there could be a something ending and something beginning in work, because we also have the Knight of Pentacles, which is sort of really, a card of reaping the rewards. So with the World energy here, you could be finishing a contract and moving on to another one, actually finishing a job and moving on to a promotion or a new opportunity. So with the World card, it's likely that there won't be a pause in between. I think you'll be stepping directly from one opportunity into the next. And it's also a card of destiny. So I feel like you won't be waiting around for long if you are ending a job, and something will come in at the right time for you. With the Knight of Pentacles here, I think you're prepared for it. You've done the planning, you've done the foundation, and you've got everything prepared and ready to go. And now you're starting to reap the rewards. You can see that shiny pentacle there. So your work area is looking very positive for you guys. Just keep in mind that healing so that you can really give it 100% in that sector. But yeah, it's looking really good. Quite possible that new opportunities are on the horizon, or that you really start to see some reward for the time and energy that you've invested up to this date. So Leo, that's your June reading. So there is quite a bit going on here, but you do have the opportunity to turn things around with that full energy. It's really strong new beginning energy that you can tap into to help you resolve and move forward from some of these stronger energies of conflict or change that you've got here. Just remember to stay in balance, heal yourself, take time out if you need it, hook back into your intuitive center, because that's where you'll find the answers that you need. So thanks, Leo. Have a great month. Good luck with it. Feel free to comment on the video if it resonated for you, and we'll see you next month for another reading.